But yeah,
yeah, fuck. Guys, everybody. OC needs. We're gonna have to get him some CPR because it's going pump, baby. We going to the moon, Valhalla.
oh man, something that I do regret. I lost the Bitcoin retest, so I completely missed Bitcoin entry yesterday.
No,
Yes, man, I'm a little
no,
pissed
no.
about it.
That's
Short liquidation
upsetting.
has been taken. Well,
Yo, my friend's in the chat. Did you see my friend?
this
This
is it.
guy.
Oh, I see. What's up, Gare? How's it going? Oh, TradeFly. Yeah, absolutely. I actually invited him in to talk, but it seems like he might be a little
Look
busy.
at this guy, man. So handsome. Look at this guy. It's my twinsy, baby. Look at him. He got less gray than me, man. Look at him. Look at this handsome man. He in the chat, man.
Love it,
Aw.
love it. By the way, TradeFly won a. He got twice in road on what is it? Yeah, twice not in road, but he hit it once, and then somebody hit it for a second time, and then the third one was a good one. And TradeFly made the he won a what is it? A Xbox Ultimate. Oh man, what is it called? Membership. So, man, we
No
might
way.
we might be able to get him into playing Halo. You're the only one missing, man. Are you afraid?
Born. I'm so scared, bro.
Oh,
I'm
love it,
I'm
love it.
so scared. I've never played video games in my life, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
uh,
You know
I
what
mean,
would be
it's
fun is a counter. Let's play some Counter Strike, man.
Counter Strike. I've never
Bro,
played Counter Strike, but yeah, sure, let's do it. I mean, I played
you
it
never
when it
played
was
CS?
like
Oh man.
I played like back in the day Xbox One, but that was it. Xbox
PC, man.
360.
PC. All PC.
Oh, really? Nice. So let me see. I think I have it here. So just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about and why we got a little bit of beef going on in here, a couple of what is it months ago, Alex and Crypto and I had a Halo 3 tournament. He kicked my ass. I need to come up front from it. But he also jumped quite a bit out of the cliff. So on my defense. So. So
Yeah.
that's why.
We had fun though.
Yeah, we have fun. That was fantastic. We gave away a lifetime pro membership. But other than that, I think I've been trying to get him to rematch me. I've been practicing, so maybe I can put out a better battle there. But that was a very good one. By the way, I'm gonna be trading in gaming Fridays, just in case you guys want to jump in, and that's gonna be on the Piper Academy show. I'm gonna be just doing the normal show, and then we're gonna be gaming, and well, that'll be cloud gaming. So if you guys want to be a part of it, you are more than welcome. So going to cryptos. Let me go over first Bitcoin because I missed that entry completely. I want to talk about it. First of all, let me go over this area right here before we move on. And I was looking for, well, we did take this area right here. And other than that, I'm looking for a break of structure on the daily. Having said that, well, the possible target, if we're very optimistic and we look at this huge broadening wedge, we could be looking somewhere around 140. I think it's a bit extended, right? I think that is a little bit too much for right now. And I don't want to give you a hopium right now, getting very close to previous highs, all right? So we're very close to previous highs, so we still need to be a little bit careful here. How much is lifetime membership subscription? It's not out for sale, my friend. It will be exactly. It will be offered on Black Friday and Christmas, so be prepared for that. Last time it was 999 for the classic lifetime, which is just the pro package. Those are three indicators. And then if you were looking for the pro plus membership, that was a 1,500 all access on Black Friday. So depending on inflation, we might be able to adjust it or leave it as is. I still don't know, and I cannot know until last minute. That's why we let when they let us know. But be prepared. You can maybe start saving up if you would like to, and we're gonna be offering for a fact those two memberships. So you've been warned, Fusi. All right, so looking at that, we can still make a big run up in here, right? Let me go closer. There we go to the 4 hours. Here it is. And I was looking yesterday at this reentry. In fact, you can see that look at how close to my alert we were. Man, I hate when this happens like that. Look at that. Come on, I can just keep zooming in and the them alert did never played. It never played out. Look at that. So don't know why it didn't play it out here, and also did not play it out on my previous setup. I want you guys to notice something, and this is the debate that I had before, all right, or yesterday. So we have a range in here, all right. So I think that we all can agree that that looked like a range, and this could have been a spring, a Wyckoff spring, a little bit over exaggerated Wyckoff spring, all right? And that is because, well, we can actually do it a little bit higher. This support line somewhere around here, there it is. As you can see, resistance, and a little bit of a fake out, resistance, or good resistance. I can even lower a little bit more. Fake out, resistance, so on and so forth, right? Important thing is that when we had this breakout, well, then usually when we come back down and grab the support, we bounce from it, all right? What happens if we get back into the range? The possibilities or the chances for the price action to hit the bottom of the range, they go parabolic, all right? They increase like crazy. What was the bottom of that range? That bottom of the range was 116, closer to 117, all right, thousand. So this is why I was not jumping into this trade, but there was another setup that we talked about, all right? And to talk about that, let me just change with the other show's setups that I also show you guys, which is trading with OC. I don't pay attention to it too much. And then also, let's go to this chart. Yes, open anyway. So right on Bitcoin, all right, here it is. Here it is where we left out what I just explained to you, all right? We caught this short in here that we were expecting all the way back since July, 29th of July, all right? I was expecting a breakout. I defined my shorting zone, coming back down, hit my alert in here, jumping to that short, took it, and then as crossing back over right here, I decided to close the short because I saw it had no future. But still, make a good buck out of it, all right? Something important, it is that, again, this is where we left out. We broke back inside the range, and, well, the possibilities for us to hit the 116, 117 increase a lot. Unless, and this is where I come back to this other chart, unless we were looking or we were a little bit more picky about our trend lines. And being picky about the trend lines, and let me just make sure that I'm recording. And oof, thanks God, yes, I was. All right, and being very picky about that trend line meant look at here, look at there, look at there. So instead of a flat range like we had it here, because this also makes sense, all right, we had a tilted downwards trend line. And if we clone it and we push it to the downside, it almost fit perfectly to this other area, creating a downwards channel. It's not about your breakout, but then your retest comes into place. And look at that Bitcoin retracement right now, my friend. All right. Good. All right. I'll show you why I'm so excited about this. But I just see a couple of alerts ringing here. Dope. All right.
I'm so long right now on Solana, it's not even funny.
Really? Shit.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Let me pass it over to you. Let me just wrap this up and pass it over to you. But look at this.
You're good. Keep going.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. So there we go. We call this out that, all right, if we were looking for an entry, this was my alert. Look at the alert. Again, it did not ring. It was so close, but did not ring. That's fine. But I was looking for a further move to the downside, just a little bit more. And since it was a very dangerous, very D trade, well, then I rather went to take the safest area. And for me, just did not play it out. That is fine. And then, well, I was expecting a breakout retest of you go around this ballpark. So what happens? I decided not to jump in. We have a secondary entry. This was my entry with my flip of the ribbon with almost a U-shaped pattern in here, all right? And I happen to ignore it. That is fine. For some reason, did not enter here, and then my next re-entry was right here on the trend line right there as we have a secondary, look at that, flip of the ribbon. The first one was in here. Look at how we were flipping. All right, a little bit of a fake out. Second flipping here. We've seen that before. All right, double flip, like for example in here. All right, or like for example in here. All right, look at how we made that W pattern somewhere around there. So that was my entry. Again, for some reason, I just did not took it. I don't know. My brain was not in there. I was trading Farcoin, just so you guys know, right? Shame on me. I made a pretty penny. But I mean, that was
man.
that was real. It popped. Yeah, it popped. So having said that, and to excuse myself, this was my Farcoin trade. All right. Not only I trade Farcoin, I also traded, where is it? TAO, that played out also very nicely. And also I played out Solana. I was trading Solana, going up in here. And, oh, before I pass it over to you, because this always surprised me. I don't know why we tend to have kind of like the same, like for some reason, there's very close entries. So right before I pass it over to you, look at my entry point in here. I'm looking for this re-entry. So by the way, I should already have entered, and I did not, man. It was on 194, my next entry. So I know I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna be going for that. Let me just re-add that alert.
It might come back. You might. I'm already in profits and stuff, but it might come back.
Nice. And that's
you
what
know me. I'm quick.
My
wife doesn't like that, but my wallet does.
Dude, you're fantastic. And just for the record, I think you're not quick in that aspect, but you are fantastically quick on trading. I mean, and
Two pump chump, they say.
Love it. So I was having a little bit of a goose getting here, which means for me a retracement, a little retracement, for then a further move to the upside, for then a bigger retracement. That's why I was looking at then this area of support, and that is why I was so excited about seeing a Bitcoin retracing out of this resistance, because that meant that in altcoins, I could start seeing my entry playing out. Not only that, hashtag fuck Ethereum. Well, I'm not getting monetized anytime soon, so fuck Ethereum. All right. I'm looking for that retracement, and the damn thing is just not going to my entry point and not retracing. But be warned, I'm looking for a shorter entry. Extremely dangerous, because Ethereum, it's pumping. And last time, oh yeah, man. Yeah, I know. That's me, Daggett. I love it. But I mean, let's remember what happened the previous cycle. It just went parabolic. And also, I mean, if you don't believe me, even in this cycle, look at Ethereum. Come on. It's just non-stop growth. And this guy right here, next to me, I don't know, this guy right here, called it out somewhere around here. He said, be careful with Ethereum, because when it goes, it goes. All right. So, man, you are like a prophet. Look at that parabolic movement, brother. That is fantastic. Love it. Love it. So let me drop my screen for you. Let's see what you got. I see that you shared a Solana entry, right? Oh,
yeah,
there
absolutely.
it was. Was it the same zone, man?
Same zone, just a little bit earlier. Looking for the SFP. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so looking at Solana here, very, very simple trade setup. Double bullish divergence, exhaustion at the lows, SFP on Bitcoin, retracement. Okay. Momentum coming down. What are we looking for? So this is our buy zone. Like, I was looking for a sell side. liquidity this in here to be coming taken, right? You can see just this last little bit in here never got swept. Like I would have if we had swept in here, it would have looked lower, but we hadn't. Okay, so this would be our first target, right? So as we came into here, you can see the beautiful sweep into this buy zone, and it took a little bit of a while to play out, but in this bounce here, you had a retracement too, and I added to my position here, so I got long in here. TP1 came back down, added to my position. TP 2 again. So I'm just seeing if it does want to continue to spring out of here. That doesn't mean that we can't, get stopped out. My stop loss is at entry now, which is cool. But if we do have something like this and then reclaim, then I'll get long here. So either this goes here, VWAP's above us right here. So that's our first resistance alongside with an order block up in here. So can we get going here, right? Because a lot of the time Solana does not give it back. Okay, so you SFP here, right? And look, it does not give it back. It just keeps going, right? So maybe we got in here and there's still one of these left, okay? So, but once Solana gets ramping up, and it has been, right? So we want to trade the bullish assets, like if you were to trade Link, 3 days ago, right? Link was nonstop, right? But look at this, Solana, it never gives it back, right? Once it does its thing, it never gives it back. All the way up here, look at this, and not once. And we did give the long entry on this Wyckoff accumulation here. Okay, this was your last chance, and look, never gives it back, never gives it back. Not even a retest like of highs or anything. It's just straight up, right? So for me, hopefully we can find another leg like this. So we leave a runner right now, up, about $600 right now. So we'll see if it does want to continue to run. But look at this. Like once you have that established low, we're looking to get above the psychological $200 level. That is the be all end all right now. So can we get there? We'll see. Take profits along the way. Obviously, we're looking to take profits before the $200 level. Okay, so if we do continue to push here, we'll probably take profits around VWAP here, and then we'll leave it to run. Okay, and then who knows how high it will go, right? Because it's obviously ripping to the upside. But that's the plan with Solana. The key with these things, right, is to have levels that you're looking to trade, managing your risk, taking trades, taking profits early, letting it run. Okay, I think we can all feel the FOMO, okay? Like Ethereum, Link, all of these things running, right? Injective today, you can see Injectives running as well, right? We can always feel the FOMO. So our job is to be able to set the trap, right? And that's why we use the tools. So if we're looking for the trap, right? When we're trading up only, what you must understand, and I do a lot of lessons on this because it's frustrating. It's very frustrating not getting into a trend, okay? And a lot of people are like, Alex, how the F do I enter here, right? So you need to develop rules around entering, okay? What you must understand is you want to look for retests. As soon as you break a high, you're looking for a retest of that high all the time. All the time. Another tool that's effing awesome is your order block tool, okay? Your order block tool, let's say you get a little order block in here, right? Right? You can look for this thing to come back, bounce, and then go as well. You can also use a Fibonacci tool. You can go swing low to swing high, and you can look for a 382 bounce. You can look for a 618 bounce, okay? But you can look for a bounce with that. My rules around Fibonacci, just so you know, is that we're always looking for the golden pocket 786. Okay? Always looking for the golden pocket 786. If we bounce off the 382, you must wait for a candle close above the most recent high. You can enter here, stop loss below the low of that. Okay? I will show you guys live examples of how the order blocks work, of how the retest of previous highs work, but there's ways to get in on these things that are just absolutely running away and you hate your life because you missed the trade, right? There's ways to get in on the trend. Another thing you can also use for trending price action that works really well is your dynamic reactor, okay? So going into here, right? You're going to have to go on a short-term time frame. So with your dynamic reactor, if price action is ripping to the upside, right? You want your dynamic reactor to be close enough but farther away enough to catch the trend. But you want these to be dipping at least a little bit below in general. Okay. In general, because all you're looking to do is you're looking to buy where the dynamic reactor is, stop loss below the previous low, 3-to-1 risk to reward. That's it. That's it. Okay, so that's all you're looking to do. And I can show you examples of all of these as we proceed. Look at this. Solana, baby. Hit that TP. Hit it. Hit it. Let's go. Let's go. We rich today, baby. Let's go. And is it gonna hit it? Oh, it's effing about, OC. Don't be a dick for a tick, as I say.
And it's running, man. I tried to catch up
It's running.
with that one. Yeah. And I'm on profits, but I did run after the price a little bit, to be honest.
Okay, so let me tell you, OC, this morning about our live stream. Did you see what happened on our live stream?
No, what happened?
Oh, bro.
What?
I'm on fire today, bro. I'm on fucking fire today. Okay. Let's go over to the live stream trade.
Let's go.
Guess where we got entered. All right. Guess where we got in.
At the very bottom. Look at that. I love it.
Look at there's the post. Daga just posted it, the Twitter post.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Oh, that's
So,
fantastic.
We were live on my live stream, right? And I was pissed off, bro. I was so pissed. Okay, because during our live stream right here, and I will teach you guys the up only thing after this, okay? But during the live stream here, okay, we got this price action. I managed to break even trade here. Okay, stop loss, $30 loss or something like that. And then we had this SFP into our buy level. Okay, now this is a retest of previous highs order block. Okay, I believe Impulse Golden Pocket too. Yes, Impulse Golden Pocket. Okay. So we're looking at this level, OC, and we're like, man, it's all here. We're looking for the bounce out of here. And bro, right here. So I traded Doji engulfing all the time. So this candle pattern right here, Doji engulfing pattern. So I would buy this candle. Okay. I go and I get coffee right here on this candle, bro. I'm fucking pissed off, bro. I'm like, I missed the move because I would have gone long here, stop loss below the low, and I'm looking for this move, right?
Right.
So I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. I'm like, I'm not buying the top. I'm not buying the top. Bro, the angels of the heavens heard my call. Bro, they heard my call. So on the live stream, I'm like, SFP, if we close back into the range, I am going to long this out of this thing, man. And bro, we hit this on the live stream, man.
Shit,
oh,
man.
baby, bro. Oh, it was so good, man. Oh my god, it was so good.
That's
so good,
fantastic, man. Love it.
Bro, it's so awesome. And that's just patience, right? Not buying the top, waiting for the SFP. And I mean, the gods came back. It closed into the range and we got long and we got paid, baby. We got paid. We're getting laid. It was awesome. So yeah, we caught this trade on the live stream, which was effing awesome. Everybody was happy with that one. So good fun here. Breakout, momentum, continuation for Bitcoin. Need to break this high, higher low. Looking for that on Bitcoin. And Solana's going to Valhalla, bro. Let's go, baby. This is a great day, man. So how do you get into up only? Let's talk about it. Because it's not easy, right? And a lot of people get frustrated with trading. So immediately, once you see the trend starting, right? Understand that a trend eventually gets exhausted. And this is where you can use like a 5-wave structure. Okay. But if you're in the short-term timeframes, which I live in, right? You're always looking for a retest of previous high. So a breakout retest, OC special. So breakout retest, right? You would look at this high, no retest, right? Okay. And you can see how Solana doesn't give you anything back. Breakout, retest, breakout, retest, breakout, retest. Okay. You can see all the way through here. So you'd obviously be marking out these highs as you're going. Okay. Breakout, retest. So possibly getting long here. Nothing in here. Here's where the order block would help you right there. There's your entry. Okay. Let's look at the dynamic reactor here. Okay. So the dynamic reactor here is obviously too far away. So we got to go tighter, right? We got to go tighter. That's what she said. So we got to go into a lower term time frame. We can also adjust our quantum reactor if we wanted to. So maybe we like trading on the 3-minute time frame, right? So we go in here and let's just change our dynamic reactor to let's go 30 seconds, okay? Because it's moving so fast, right? And that'll change here. We can also go into our quantum reactor and we can put that one on the 30 seconds. Let's take a look now. And we'll let that load. And you can see how, yes, it's a little bit more sporadic, but maybe that's a little bit too close. But it does tend to hold all these levels, right? So you're going to be able to adjust these things, which is brilliant because look at this. Support, 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 support. Okay, red, 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 green again. So I'm looking for support, support. And all you're looking to do is get an entry on that dynamic reactor, stop loss below the low. Okay. Get an on that entry, stop loss below the low, right? Looking for a continuation there, right? On the entry, stop loss below the low. Okay, and this is how you can enter the trend, okay? And it's very useful because it's better than a stupid moving average or an EMA or whatever, because this is actually a very high mathematical equation, okay? If you don't believe me, when we were trading Bitcoin over here, okay? It's one of my best trades. Daily dynamic reactor, okay? I can tell you exactly where it happened. Right here. Was it this low or this low? This low. One of my best longs, guys. Just absolute moonshot, okay? Works really well. Obviously, time frame is so important, right? Time frame is very important. This works really well on a 4-hour. That's probably why OC loves the 4-hour with his dynamic reactor. And you can see here, breakout, retest, perfect retest, right? Look at the support. Look at this one here, right? Look at this one in here. Okay, very nice. Okay, so you can use your dynamic reactor as a somewhat moving average, which it isn't. It's just a band that works really well. It's like Pantera, you know, or Metallica, or you know, it's a really good band, right? And it's absolutely, look at it, called the bottom here, right? So play around with that. You can backtest on whatever time frame. Maybe you trade on the 15-minute, right? So whatever time frame you're trading on, you typically want to go below that, right? So if I'm trading on like let's say a 15-minute time frame, and I want entries on the 15-minute time frame, I will go into here and I'll test out a couple of different settings. Okay, so I'll go to I'll go in here and I'll put them. I love 8. I don't know why 8's my favorite number, and it always seems to work. That's why I keep my trendy on 8 on my other one. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay. Bro, Solana's going to Valhalla, bro. Look at this thing.
I know, man. I'm barely on profits, but I mean, I'm profits. Look at that.
Okay. And you can see how these work, right? Look at the trending, bing, 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 right? So it's going to be important to identify the trend, which it does. It goes green, it says up, and it goes red when it goes down. It's pretty, self-explanatory. So using that as confluence with all your other tools, going to be so useful, right? So getting in on an uptrend, retest to previous highs, continuation trades. Just look at Bitcoin here, right? So on this whole move up, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of all this stuff in here, right? If you just traded what I said, retest to previous highs, order blocks, as soon as you identify trend. So when do you identify trend here? I would say you've made a higher high right here, okay? So retest. So now retest to previous highs. Yoo-hoo! Retest to previous highs. Yoo-hoo! Okay? You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You're wrong here, maybe, right? This holds as support, consolidation, sideways, retest to previous highs. Yoo-hoo! Right? Pretty good, right? Retest to previous highs. Up you go. Okay? Very, very useful. Now, when price is running away, you're obviously going to be on a smaller term time frame, right? You're looking to catch that trend and continuation, right? So even in here, as you're ripping to the upside, right? You have order blocks, which are very useful as well. Using your order block tool is going to help you a lot with these. So if you got an order block, you're ripping to the upside. For me, I like going on the 3-minute. And even if I rewind here, you can simply see that, the order block was respected. If I go back in here, it'll let it load. There's your order block, right? So price is going up. You mark out your order block. My rules-based trading system for order block trades, stop loss at the beginning of the order block, or entry at the beginning of the order block, stop loss below the lowest low within the cluster. So it would be that low, okay? Stop loss below that low, a little bit of wiggle room, OC special, targeting liquidity above you, 3-to-1 risk to reward, press play, off you go, let's make some money. Bang, easy trade, okay? Easy trade. Good risk management, take the trade over and over again, okay? Retest the previous highs, there it is again, right? Off you go. So add those to your strategies. It's going to definitely help you guys. Backtest those order blocks. Add a dynamic reactor. In this environment, and up only, there's ways to trade it. At the end of the day, you must identify trend. You must practice good risk management. You must be patient. You're not buying green candles, everybody. The only green candle you're buying is a candle pattern, okay? A doji engulfing, an engulfing candle, right? Those should be rules-based, though. Doji engulfing, there it is. You buy that candle, you make money, okay? 3-minute time frame, doji engulfing, bread and butter, baby. Bread and butter, okay? Look at this here, doji engulfing, right? Hammer engulfing, I'm not a big fan of, but it does work, okay? Good risk management. That's it, right? Now, we're getting close to all-time highs. And I did warn you guys as well that we could be having a little bit of a fake out here, right? I warned you guys about this. And I will continue to warn you guys about this until we do it. Okay? Because there's going to be this move sometime in the future. It's going to happen. And you're not going to be ready for it. This is why you're using good risk management, right? It's fun to jump on the trend and make money, yada, yada, yada. But you must be prepared for the dump. Okay? You must be prepared. Because you take the stairs up, right? You take the elevator down. Look, 2 candles to come down here. 2 candles. How many candles on the way up, right? 12. 12 up, 2 down. Okay? 2 down, bang, bang, 12 up. Okay? So be prepared, right? Stop loss entry, right? Take your profits aggressively. Don't be greedy. I mean, I'm up like $1,700 today. I'm just like, whatever, right? Good day. Good day. But there are bad days too, right? I had a break-even week last week, right? So making up for it today, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh man, I'm really happy for that. That was a fantastic trade. I had a couple of things that I'm looking into. Let me bring this up. Of course, I'm just looking back and forth Bitcoin because it is getting back at it. This is not something that I would love to see. I mean, I want to see Bitcoin coming back down, and that is because we need this retracement, right? We need this retracement to keep pushing upwards. How far down? Not that much. I'd rather just see it going to the trend line. That's it. Something to get back a little bit more momentum into the equation, and that will be it. But something that is not having enough momentum, it's ENA. All right, ENA, we're ranging here. We just hit the trend line in here, and we are. Let me bring this up. There we go. Look at our RSI Prime. By the way, if you didn't know, Chart Prime offers a bunch of free indicators. Many of those are, or all of those are very, very good ones. And many of those I use professionally, like RSI priming here. It's just the RSI candleized, if that is a word, And based on that, you can do TA on your RSI, which is fantastic. All right, so something important is that we are in a strong downtrend on the RSI. We also have a double top on the RSI, and I think we can still go lower in here, especially somewhere around the 30% lower, right? So remember, the RSI goes from 0 to 100, and the parts of interest are between 30 and 70. All right, so just so you have a perspective of what's going on. There is no zero line in here. So yeah, RSI Prime is fire. Absolutely. So take a look at the other stuff here. For example, our Prime Oscillator Pro here. Let's go for the old shape because I want to see the actual thickness of, there we go, of it. And also, if you didn't know, your Oscillator Pro Plus, it does have a horizontal line, the zero line. That zero line is right here, but it's very faint. So what I like to do is just add a complementary line. I just do 0. I could style, leave it as is, and then lock it. So basically be white so I can see it much better right there. All right, so what happens in here is that we are about to be breaking out that trend line. I'm not in there yet, especially with Bitcoin bouncing up. But look at that. That is wants to come back down, all right? So what am I going for? I think that we're going to have a strong movement to the downside going somewhere around the 0.72, then bouncing back up, and then continuation downwards. If you see, this is not a new analysis. It is the same thing that I've been waiting for a couple of days. And we just trigger it at 9:15. It is 9:54 for me. So there we go. We're losing the trend line. I'm going to go for a short position. Let me add it here with you guys. My stop loss is going to be at the top of this candle right there. Let me try to see if I can cut it right here without going to a... man, come on, I just can do one thing at the same time. All right. And we should be... in already. All right, perfect. Well, I'm in already. Perfect. That's it. Stop loss, it is right here around the let me show it to you right here around the 80-ish zone, just above this this candle here. And I'm aiming right there to the 0.62 if you're trading on Binance. I'm trading it on Binance. So just so you know, it's still somewhere around 101. Oh yeah, it's very close to 1-to-1. So it's a little bit of a dangerous trade. Be careful. I'm going to be moving my stop to entry as soon as I can. And I'm going to be looking for that just quick fell out of that trend line, all right? Could this go wrong? Absolutely, because we are at support. But something that it's leading me to enter into this trade and not wait for the retest, it is the strength in which we could be having this movement. And that is because the shape of the top that we have right there. So basically, we have a constant lower lows. There we go. And I think we could be going for the meaningful lower low. All right. So, I mean, constant high, lower high, not really breaking that lower low, lower high once again. So if we can get the meaningful lower low, I think that will be a very dramatic move. And we could be looking to, it's not that big of a deal, but somewhere around, there it is, a 7.1% movement in one single candle right there, and maybe in two candles. Be careful. This one, it is not a full position. I open up a quarter of a position, quarter-ish, because I use a percentage base entry. So 20, yeah, so a quarter of a percent. There we go. 25% of one full position, and that's it. I mean, let's see if we can lose that zero line. So I'm from running this trade, something that I don't really like to do, but I believe that we could be seeing that we could be seeing ENA retracing. Especially since Bitcoin is having that wicking action at the top. So we'll see how that plays out. Let me add my alert so I don't get, what is it, ENA? So I don't get stopped out without notice. So right here, and of course right there, just to follow up along on that trade. So yeah, I mean, that's what we got for now. So guys, we are also at the end of the hour. So today I think that we're gonna have a little bit of a shaky setup. As you can see, Bitcoin is pumping and dumping. Ethereum doesn't want to dump. Fuck Ethereum and other stuff like Solana. By the way, how's Solana doing? I got it right here. There we go. Still a little
We
bit of
got
profits.
got a little bit of a rejection at VWAP, but looks like it still wants to go. We'll see.
We'll see. Perfect. So I'm gonna leave it open. Still just winning here. So, but other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. Alex, want to say the goodbyes, my friend?
Yeah, guys, trade safe. Use good risk management. There's lots of opportunity. Don't overtrade. Just be patient. Wait for pullbacks, and have a great day, everybody. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for joining. And as Alex says, see you guys tomorrow.